Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be setting up my Hobonichi cousin for May of 2021. This month is my birthday month. It's my birthday on the 2nd of May. So we're going to be doing something that I've not done before with the Hobonichi, but which should be able to be done. I'm feeling slightly nervous about it, but I'm sure it will be fine. I just need to bite the bullet and get over my fear, to be honest. I think it's just one of those, it's just a little bit nerve-wracking. So we're going to start with the monthly like we normally do, and I'm just going to sort of get it all set up with appointments and everything, just so that I've got that reference of when appointments happened, when they're supposed to happen. And this is sort of like I do go in and I update the previous months with things that happen that aren't already in here. The washi tape I'm going to use today is actually, this is probably like my favourite washi tape. It's from Paper Source in the US, so it's not something that I can actually get hold of anymore. I don't even know if they still do it. It's from quite a few years ago now. And it was just really pretty. I ordered it online a few years ago and ordered like 2 rolls. It came in a set with a green one, which I also like, but the peach is my favourite. And yeah, I'm sort of scared to use it, I suppose, but yeah, it's one of my favourite tapes. And so I thought, why not use my favourite tape on my own birthday month? So I've just blocked off the days that aren't actually in May, which is what I like to do. And then let's go into the appointments. So there's actually quite a few sort of like days of note in May that I need to kind of pay attention to. So I'm going to go in and put my appointments in. I'm going to use some more transparent dots from my shop. This is the Sunset colourway. Oh, I've got something on that one. No, it's fine. It's just a bit of dirt. So this is the Sunset colourway. So it's got sort of like the orangey tones on it. And I'm just going to mark the important things that are happening. I think I'm going to go with the darker shade for sort of personal things. I know I've put me up there, but I'm also going to put there. Yeah, so we have, there's, well, 2 active birthdays, and also it would have been my dad's birthday on the 29th, and it's my aunt's birthday on the 16th, my birthday on the 2nd, and then in the UK we have bank holidays in May. We have 2. We have early May bank holiday, and then we also have one at the end of the month. So it's like the last, it's usually the first Monday and the last Monday of the month. And then I'm just looking, we've got something then. And then I'm going to mark work things with this slightly lighter peachy colour. Go. I'm just looking at my my little my future log in my bullet journal is just over there, so that I can see what is happening when. I've got a couple of things that I need to do this month, but which I haven't got like a date, so I'm just going to leave those because those will just be something that moves over. Hang on, is that one? No, that one's a personal one. So I don't actually have a huge amount that is work related actually this month, which is nice. So that one needs to be that colour, and then I need to do, actually that one's not work related either. Oh dear. I've been editing all morning. So my brain is a little bit fried. So, and then that one. And then I am going to pull in a mild liner. This one is in the colour Apricot because I'm on annual leave this week. And I want to just put a band of colour along the bottom just so that I can recognise that I'm not at work. Just because otherwise I find, you know, I will sort of forget that, well, not forget, but I won't forget next week, but in the future I might have forgotten that I had this week off work. So I'm just going to pop that in there. Right, so let's start popping some stickers in. Let's just find all my little icons. Okay, right then. So my birthday then. Let's pull in a little slice of cake. Annoyingly, James is actually working on my birthday, which I'm not best pleased about. With it being, you know, if it was a weekday, then fair enough, but it's not only a Sunday, but it's also a bank holiday weekend. So I'm actually going to use a Banana Doodles one instead of the one from my shop. Oh, they're not Banana Doodles anymore. I forget this every single time. So they are Caffeine and Paper Kona. And then, so on the 3rd, that's a bank holiday. So I'm just going to write it in as bank holiday. On the 5th, my Apple Music ends. So I had like 2 months free Apple Music with my AirPods that I got at Christmas. So it's more just that I need to be aware of it so that, because I think I'm going to go back to using Spotify. So I'll basically need to set up a new subscription, is what I'm saying. I think probably the best way to mark this is going to be to use one of my little credit card stickers, or little bank card stickers, because it's not the fact that it ends, it's more that I need to set up something to use instead. Then on the 7th, oh, very exciting, I'm getting my 2nd COVID vaccination. In the UK, obviously ours is done on the NHS, so I got mine early for my age group. They're not even onto my age group yet, because I have asthma, so I'm classed as vulnerable. So I'm just using one of my little syringe stickers for that one. Yeah, so I get my 2nd one and I will be fully vaccinated, by the 21st, which will be nice. So I think it's 2 weeks after that you're classed as, that it takes for it to start working. The 18th, this one is that I need to cancel Audible. So I got like a 3 months for 99p thing on Audible, and this is basically what I do with Audible. I predominantly use audiobooks through my library service, so I don't just subscribe to Audible for every month. What I do every so often, I will, when they send me an offer, I will take the offer for the duration of the offer, and then I'll cancel it, and what I do is I buy audiobooks of books that I know that I will want to listen to over and over again. So things like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, the A Discovery of Witches series, like series that I know that I will want to listen to again in the future, I will download the audiobook for. The next one that I'm going to get, I think, is going to be the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, I think. But yeah, so I need to remember to cancel that there, because that will be after my last credit. So then the 20th, that one I've got a course for work. So I'm going to use my little caffeine and paper coat asterisks that I use for work. So that's a course that I'm doing. The 21st is payday this month because we normally get paid on the 22nd, but because that's on the weekend, we get paid on the 21st instead. Who doesn't love an early payday? I suppose it does mean that the money has to go a little bit further. And just trying to see. Haven't got any that are on the normal paper, so I'm going to use one of my transparent ones. These are my little like banknotes. They're little piles of cash with the Queen on. Again, like these, all of the ones that are like this, these are all available from my shop. They're part of my minimal line. The 27th, James is doing a track day, which I'm going to try and take time off to be there. So he's doing a track day in the evening. So I'm going to use the little cars. These are little Beetles. If you don't know that we are Volkswagen Porsche enthusiasts, so I'm going to put that one there. And then the 31st, what I noted, oh, is a bank holiday again. So I'm going to write those things in, and then oh, and I'm just going to stick an annual leave sticker here. This one I've chopped the top off, but these are from my shop, just so that I've got that marked as that's annual leave. So let's just write in what everything is. So I'm not going to, oh actually no, I will put in who is doing the shopping when, because I do refer to this. And I will put in my weight one, because I also do refer to that one. Oh, I've not written it in yet. So I shopped that day. James is shopping on the 29th. So the first week for me to do the shopping is the 6th. I'm actually going to use the little grocery bags. So I'm just going to use my little grocery shopping bags just to mark that it's my turn to do the shopping. So it will also be my turn on that week. And then I'm just going to pop some weighing scale stickers in. I'm running low on these, but I have actually, I've been meaning to design my own one for ages, and I have actually done that. I just need to actually print and cut some so that I can use them. I've also designed some Peloton stickers, because I like to be able to mark if there's like a specific class that I want to do. So not like just a general plan, but an actual, like if there's a specific one that I want, a specific live class that I want to be part of, I want to sort of be able to mark that in. But yeah, who knows when I'll actually get them out though. Right, so that's the month done. It's kind of straightforward. I'm keeping it simple, not going too overboard. So let's move to the monthly. So if you are new to my channel, I basically, on this monthly start page, I keep a track of my habits and my goals that I'm working towards in the month. So I I have my my usual ones. I am going to make a slight change to my habit tracker. There were certain things that I just felt like I wasn't, I just felt like, oh, why am I bothering to track that, you know? So I am going to make a couple of changes there. The colours I'm going to use for the axis are going to be the apricot, and then I'm also going to use a green, but I feel like this one might be too dark. Let me just, oh no, it's all right, it's not too dark. Okay, so let's do the down axis with the apricot colour. Which is really quite bright. Oh, I've just gone way too far. Let's just pull in a little bit of correction tape. There we go. And then the cross axis. So I've only got 13 habits this time. Just trying to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. There we go. So this page doesn't actually have a grid on it. I'm using like the grid on the page underneath to see how many boxes and things I need to do. So the things that I am going to be habit tracking this month, the habits that I'm working towards, some of this I wouldn't actually say is like an actual habit, like it's not a strict habit that I'm trying to stick to. It's more actually that I just want to track if I am doing it, if I am engaging with it. So, you know, I don't beat myself up if I don't manage to do everything. But the ones that we are sticking with are Low-Buy, which I've not done brilliantly on in April. So yeah, I really do need to get back on that one. Budgeting, which again, I've not done brilliantly on in April. I've not been engaging with my budget very much. Walking and yoga, I'm not doing very well with walking. I'm doing really, really well with yoga. But I do kind of want to, last month I put in exercise as an extra like form for when I'm doing a workout that isn't walking or yoga, but realistically I can't even manage to walk and do yoga in the same day. So doing a different kind of workout and yoga, not going to happen. One that I'm adding in is eating healthy. So I used to do Slimming World, and earlier in the year I had On Plan in my monthly tracker for if I was staying on the Slimming World plan. I've moved away from doing that now. I don't actually do Slimming World anymore, but one of the things that I am trying to do is to make healthier choices, because with my with the medication that I'm on for ADHD, it affects your hunger and your weight and things. It basically takes away a lot of your appetite, and partly because like you don't feel the need to impulsively eat anymore. Like I used to be a big impulsive eater. So I've sort of been I've sort of been just, you know, saying, oh yeah, you can eat whatever you want, because when I feel hungry I want to just eat whatever I want. But I do want to be trying to make consciously trying to make more healthy choices. So I sort of like picking fruit instead of eating a chocolate bar or whatever. Just trying to just make sure that I am being conscious of making sure that I'm getting all of the vitamins and minerals I need, and not just because I can eat anything, eating snacky food all the time. So I'm keeping hydrate because again I don't stay hydrated enough generally, and I'm keeping AM skincare and PM skincare just because again I just need to sort of try and get myself back into the habit of doing it every day. I'm keeping self-care. That one's, like I said, more of a tracker one. It's more that I want to keep a track of whether I am taking time for self-care. So then I am also keeping in here 5-year, which is filling out my 5-year journal, which I am not doing very well on. I'm not going to lie. I am really struggling to remember to do that one. Journaling, which I do most days. Every so often I sort of drop off it a little bit, but it's okay, you know, it's fine. I just fill it out the next day. Then reading, which I am consistently reading, but just want to keep it in my mind. And then BP, which is my blood pressure, because part of the one of the other side effects of the medication is that it can affect your blood pressure. So I take a blood pressure reading nearly every day. So I'm just going to put the days of the month down the side. And now comes the bit that I always speed up. I'm going to draw in the dots for the different, for each day in the different categories. It's just something that I always say, it is actually incredibly helpful because this page doesn't actually have the grid on it. It is actually helpful to have those dots, because once I've written on this side of this page, it will be harder to see where the grid is. So I'm just going to crack on, get that done. I'll speed this bit up, chop some of it out so that you're not sat watching it all, and we can get to the scary bit. Some of those got a bit close together on the end, but never mind, never mind. Right, so then I'm just going to put in the different categories of things that I track down the side. So the first one that I track is my weight, and that one, how many weeks have we got? Just double check how many Saturdays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Saturdays. So we will do and then down this side I track what we did for a date night, how much capital I've raised for the business, how much debt I've paid off, what I've baked, what videos I've posted on YouTube, what I've done for self-care, and what I've read. Okay. I'm just going to let that dry for a second and then I'll fill those in. And actually, while I'm at it, I will just put in the line for the collections that I track as well. So for the collections that go on the actual daily pages, I've reduced these even further now. So yeah, I've taken out another one that I sort of feel like, oh, I maybe don't need it. So guys, now we're going to start the scary bit. Yeah, I feel so nervous about this, and I know I shouldn't be because it's fine. Like, it's literally, this planner is literally designed for this, so I should not feel this scared. But the flower that I wanted to pick for this month is peonies. So my favourite flower, my favourite cut flower is peonies. So there really wasn't any other choice for me for my birthday. I really wanted to do peonies on this monthly page. And I considered just drawing it and just using a bit of a felt tip or something to colour it in like I have done the previous months. But my favourite way to illustrate peonies is with paint. Is with watercolour or gouache. It just is my favourite way to illustrate them. So the Hobonichi has Tomoe River paper in it, which is capable of taking watercolour. So I'm going to try watercolouring in my planner. I am incredibly nervous about this. I have never actually watercoloured on Tomoe River paper before. So I'm not just nervous in the sense that, oh, I've not done this before. I'm also nervous in the sense that, I'm not just nervous in the sense that this is my planner. I'm nervous in the sense that I've not watercoloured on Tomoe River paper. So I don't actually know how it behaves. I know that it crinkles, and I know that, you know, you get that crinkly effect, but I don't know how the paint will pool as I am painting it. This is what I am nervous about. So I'm using my Schminky palette. This was a limited edition, so I can't actually tell you which colours I've mixed because I can't remember what they're called. I could go back and find it, but I can't actually remember. And I've swatched a few different colours. I've mixed a few different colours, and I'm going to aim for kind of this kind of colour. The reference that I drew from is kind of like a peachy, colour. So that's kind of what I'm going for here. So I'm just adding a little bit more yellow and orange to this paint, actually, just to try and get a little bit closer to it. I think that might be a little bit closer. There we go, that's about right. So I'm just using my silver black velvet. This is a number 4. It's the smallest silver black velvet that I own, actually. And the reason I'm using it is because it has natural bristles. Because the way that I like to capture the petals of a peony is to sort of use the bristles to your advantage and sort of put the shape in. This could go horribly wrong. I'm just going to preface this with this could go horribly wrong. We shall see. So, oh God, I'm so nervous, guys. There we go. So I'm going to let that dry, and then once it's dried, I will then use probably my Micron brush pen, like I have done in previous months, to just pick out the detail, and just, yeah, let that turn into some lovely peonies. I'm sure probably on camera at the moment it just kind of looks like a bit of a blob, yeah. But it will become some beautiful peonies. So in the meantime, let's just put together the, let's just put some headers on this over here. So I'm moving this one to shop income / other income. So I just detail the deposits here. Other income, so obviously I have my Etsy shop, which is linked below, and then also other income is for, say, if I were to destash, or if I do any surveys or any user testing, money that I make from that goes in that one there. So I'm just going to let this dry for a little bit, and then I will come back and we will carry on. Hello guys, I am back. The paint has now dried. The page actually isn't too crinkly. I think probably maybe because I put it under tension. But yeah, it's not too crinkly at all. The pooling kind of here is a little bit messy, but you know what, it's fine. It'll be fine once I've drawn in the lines. But yeah, I'm hoping my hands aren't too pink because I've just prepared red cabbage slaw while I was waiting for it to dry, and I've also done my yoga for the day. So right, let's draw in the lines. So I'm basically just drawing in the petals. I'm going to start with the one here in the middle. I am a little bit concerned that where it has kind of gone all crazy, like maybe the we've maybe got like the petals all, but never mind, they'll be fine, it'll be fine. There we go, guys. So not as neat as I would have liked. I didn't, this one here is where things got a bit confusing, because it was really hard to, because in the middle of there is almost like the petals are still closed around the pollen-y bit, so couldn't quite get that one right, but I'm happy with how it came out in general. And I'm glad that I tried watercolour just to try something a bit different. And I think I'll probably think of using watercolour again in future, so I'm glad that I tried it. Right, let's just crack on and get these last couple of collections done. So the ones that I'm going for, obviously I already set up shop income and other income, and the one that I took out is work hours, because I am writing it in so many places now. I've got it in the back of this planner, I've got it on the weekly spread in this planner, I've got it in my bullet journal. I just feel like I'm writing it in lots of different places, so because I have got it in my bullet journal and I'm filling that out every day, in here I'm just keeping it in the back, and then it's going to be on my weekly spreads, I've decided. So the second page here, this one is going to be for spending. And I just do a list for this, just as I spend money, I just put where it's from and how much it was. On this side, I'm going for recipes tried. We didn't actually use this spread very much this month, but like we're trying a new recipe today, and if it's good, I want to be able to write it down. And there's always this, I think I just have to try and remember to write down if I think a recipe is good, instead of just thinking, oh yeah, that was good, well maybe try that again, and then forgetting about it later down the line. So, and the final one that I'm going to do is my blood pressure. Now this one I am, I learnt my lesson last time. I am not going to write on this yet. I'm just going to let it chill out for a bit, and then I will, I'll put in my, what the title of what this one's going to be. But for now, while we're waiting for that, I will just draw in my little grid. I am actually only doing my blood pressure in the morning, so I'm not going to do like the morning and evening grid that I had been doing. I'm just going to do the date, and then I'm just making the space big enough that, because I don't just write down my blood pressure, I also write down my pulse, because I have to report that back. I actually don't know if I'm going to have to keep doing that. I presume I will. Yeah, so I'll just write my blood pressure and then my pulse down there. And I just want to have a record of it here. Even though it's in my bullet journal, I still just want to have a record just in case. And also because, you know, it's good data. It's good data to have about yourself, to know sort of if your blood pressure fluctuates or anything. So those are actually the only collections that I'm pre-putting in for the month. I'm keeping it very, very simple, just because I do find I get really annoyed if I want to write something in, you know, if I want to make like a collection of some information and I've got like a tracker or something on that page already, it kind of drives me nuts. I'm not going to try. I'm not going to lie. It drives me nuts. So I am keeping it simple. Just going with the the staples, the things that I really, really need. That was kind of short and sweet, I think. At least I think it will be. I hope that you enjoyed watching. I hope you didn't like have a full-on panic when I was painting in my planner. If you did, like I said, please do like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments below whether you've ever used watercolour in your planner. And you know, is it a Hobonichi? Is it a planner that is actually meant to have watercolour in it, or is it, you know, you've just sort of thrown caution to the wind and just grabbed a bit of watercolour and splashed it in there? I'd be interested to know, especially like if you use a planner that is different to this one, sort of how it took it and all of that sort of thing. I hope that you enjoyed this video. As I said, I will see you again soon, and thank you very much for watching. All right.